Walking Out with Jonathan Holloway and Liam Grundy.
Well, you could live on gravy if you had some sliced bread, buttered sliced bread.
Gluten-free, of course.
Yeah, but you'd sort of tamp it down.
Oh no, hold on.
Plate.
I see you're turning it. No, that might be a bit glutinous, gelatinous.
Gelatinous. Yeah.
No, I just take my gravy straight. In fact,
You're a man like that, aren't you? You're a man.
it's the northern thing.
Yeah, it's a northern.
In fact,
straight.
there's very few people, probably, have got 2 gravy boats.
I haven't even got 1 gravy boat.
Hello? Well, what do you put your gravy in?
Well, I don't have gravy. I make strange suppers for myself,
Well, I know that.
depending on whatever I bought from the co-op kind of a week ago.
So you just arrange random objects on a plate?
Exactly, yeah.
Well,
that seem to be thematically sympathetic to one another. So, a piece of brown bread.
Yeah.
And maybe put some brown beans on it of some kind,
Oh, well, let me know when you're doing that next. Well, it's not quite like that. Yeah, well, yeah, okay. Well, yes and no.
That's but that's bananas, isn't it?
Bananas, man.
Yeah.
A 6 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot bunch.
Yeah.
It's a lot of bananas, isn't it? 8 foot.
God, can you
Give us
imagine?
8 foot. What do you want? Can I help you? Give us 8 foot of bananas. Oh, we're having people round. Harry Belafonte.
Come on, tally man.
Come on, tally man, tally me banana, yeah.
Yeah.
Because then you can get out and do more. You see, you got all paid by how much you can, how much you check in.
How many feet of bananas you could, yeah. You see, it's all deep. Our culture is steeped in that stuff, isn't it?
Yeah.
And here, here we are walking into Marble Hill Park.
Yeah.
And everything we see around us, that great big tree, that tree was planted before your slavery ended.
Yeah, it would have been. Yeah. Black walnut tree.
You see, it's everywhere, isn't it?
A mate of mine always reckoned that if you got walnut leaves,
Yeah.
and you put it in water, hot water, and you make like a pulp or a mush of it, a mulch. There you go, mulch.
Yeah,
Isn't it?
mulch.
That's the word.
That's a good one.
Gardener's question time.
Yeah.
A mulch, and you put it on your head.
What?
Then
What, the mulch?
Yeah, you have to put it on your head, and that helps. That stops you going bald, or it sort of restores. Walnut leaves.
Leave
a mulch.
mulch on your head.
If you're going bald, you make a mulch of it, and you put it on your head, and then it restores your hair. So a friend of mine who lives sort of locally.
Yeah.
He was very keen to try this.
Oh yeah.
And we were talking about this in the pub.
Yeah.
And he was saying, well, that'd be great. And this guy on the next table said, excuse me, I couldn't help overhearing.
Yeah.
He said, I know where there's a walnut tree. He says, my next door neighbour's got one.
Yeah.
He says, I'm sure if I had a word with him, he wouldn't mind, helping you out. So this friend of mine arranged to meet this guy, and he went and knocked on his neighbour's door.
Yeah.
And said, hi, he said it was a bit embarrassing because I said, I just wanted, this chap here, he's going bald, and he's sort of interested in taking a few leaves off your tree. This friend of mine said, I wish I hadn't started this, He's going bald. Yeah, he's going bald. You can have a few leaves off your tree. Well, he can. Why is it? Well, he reckons it's. Oh my God.
He wants to make a mulch.
Just stick it on his head. Stop him going bald. Well, okay, you can. Yeah. So he got the leaves,
Yeah.
and got out of there quick.
Yeah.
And he did do this for some time. And the guy said he could go back and get more leaves, for further treatments.
Yeah.
So he used to nip back and get them and stick them on his head. And it didn't really do anything. But the sort of annoying thing was, from his point of view, that every time, if we ever went, which he said, well, let's not go back to that pub. Let's go to this other one. Because when he went in, a lot of those guys, sort of regulars in there, they'd always be looking over, to see if his hair was growing back. So why are you looking at him? Oh, he came to my house. That's right, he came to my house for those leaves for your head,
You know that robot that bloke was talking about?
The invisible robot.
The invisible robot. There's some people on the rugby pitch, look. I can't see a robot, though.
Well, as you know, I'm sort of interested in robots, but only robots that look like bad reproductions of people. Sort of tin, clanky robots.
Yeah.
And
Any people in particular?
any people?
Yeah. Hey, look, here.
Oh, I see. They look like people. Well, because they always build robots bigger than humans, don't they? They never build robots the same size.
Look, here's one of your little Regency families, an image. Henrietta Howard probably used this oval lawn as a place to entertain. Probably.
Probably. No way.
So yeah.
She was deaf as a post, Henrietta Howard.
Oh, is she?
Apparently, yeah.
Which one is her then?
She'll be the one. That'll be her there.
Oh, she's watching everybody's lips.
Yeah, that's it.
She can't hear them. Last Friday night, as neighbours use, this couple met to talk of news. For old proverbs, it appears that walls have tongues and hedges ears.
Well, that's why you couldn't have a quiet conversation with her. Because she was, Henrietta, I'm just saying, don't talk to any, you'd have to be screaming their heads off at each other. So in the end, you think, stop going around, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you would. Because you'd be found out straight away, wouldn't you?
What news from court? Well, don't tell anyone. Of course, Dirk Bogard, who we've mentioned about his motorbike in the attic. He had a motorbike in his attic in Knightsbridge, and he popped down to the deli to pick up some olives and some artisan bread.
Yeah.
Then nipped back to his place.
Yeah.
And get in his attic, and he had like it was a Norton or a 650 or some Bonneville or some old British bike set up there on a stand, and he'd get it going, and the exhaust went out through the roof.
Really?
And he'd sit there, and the wheels. It was on a stand, so the wheels would go round at the back,
And where was this apartment?
Knightsbridge.
Knightsbridge.
Yeah.
Now,
And he was going nowhere in more ways than one, but he wanted that sort of the thrill of being a motorcycle person.
I'll tell you another little known factoid, but not about apartments in Knightsbridge, but apartments in Holland Park.
Ah.
For a while, Ray Harryhausen had an apartment in Holland Park.
Oh yeah.
And in the early days of his multifarious, shape-shifting career, David Bowie went to have tea with Ray Harryhausen because he wanted to do a promo video which had the stop-action figures like Ray Harryhausen used to do. And Ray Harryhausen and him apparently didn't hit it off very well. Or at least nothing came of it. Ray Harryhausen did not make a promo video for David Bowie. But it was all going on in those little apartments, wasn't it?
Michael Winner lives there, doesn't he?
Is Michael
Holland
Winner
Park.
still alive?
No. And it had been his mother's house. His mother was some kind of rich widow who had inherited money, and I think he was an only child, so he was. There was a story about him doing when they were shooting. I was told this by a cameraman. They were shooting one of the Death Wish 1, Death Wish 2, Death Wish 3, and Michael Winner was kind of quite bossy and sort of, telling everybody what to do and get over there and do this and do that and get out of my way and all this shouting. A marvellous man. And the crew had sort of had to get to the point that they had enough of it. And he was up some tower with a megaphone directing some street scene. In those days there was no Motorollas or anything like that, or communication. It was all, get over the way, tell him to get over there. No, get over there. He's doing all this. And
with a bullhorn.
With a bullhorn in his hand.
Yeah.
And it was, because it was, the film Death Wish was all about sort of guys, crime and stuff.
Yeah.
They were in quite a sort of a tricky area.
Yeah.
Some part of Chicago that was kind of very, very sort of heavy.
Yeah.
And this would be the 70s.
Yeah.
And two brothers happened to walk into shot.
Yeah.
And Michael Winner got on and said, somebody get over there, get those two, and he used a word which we don't use, or anyone uses.
Yeah.
Out of here, get those two out of here, like this. And the two brothers sort of thought, I don't like that. Who's this bloke shouting at me through a bullhorn?
Yeah.
And made a move towards the tower that Winner was on, and started climbing the tower.
No,
yes.
Really? That's brilliant.
And all the crew were standing around and thought, you know what? Let's just wait and see what happens.
Yeah.
And the two guys climbed the tower and gave Michael Winner quite a telling off.
Oh, right. Quite a telling off.
Yes. They give him a good telling off. And when they climbed down, Winner was not in good shape at all. And the guy who told me this said Winner had to call a halt to the day's proceedings while Winner went off and changed his trousers.
I wasn't expecting that last bit.
I said, well, didn't anyone think to go and help him? He said, yeah, we thought about it. But we'd had enough of him. A lot of it was an American crew as well.
Walking Out with Jonathan Holloway and Liam Grundy. With music by Liam Grundy. A Fruit People production.